Hey guys, this is Neo, your leader. Make sure I'm recording. Yep. Today we are going to, or well, not today, but right now we're going to discuss the Guild Showdown event. I was going to do other guides before this, but this is clock's ticking on this one. So the first thing I need to mention before I go into setting up my army is the Guild Showdown does take a snapshot of the current weapons, armor, and talents that you're using before you enter to strengthen your army. So before you put in your final troop count and everything, you want to invest in your talent tree if you can to go to military talents. If you don't have a talent reset or can't do it, it's fine. But your army is a lot weaker without the talents. I get 100% extra defense and health to my squad through my talent tree, which makes me very beefy. As for your weapons and armor, I've gone over a quick equipment guide for war earlier, and I will probably be uploading another equipment guide in the near future because I have a lot of people asking me about equipment. I really don't know what aspects everyone wants, so I'm going to make a side note here. Message me in game if you have any specific questions. What I try to do when I'm building, and I haven't really stuck to it very well, because as you see I have 2 Frost Wing gear pieces and 2 Snow Beast gear pieces. What is probably most efficient way to do it is find a piece of gear from each set for each slot. And that is it sounds a bit more difficult than it probably is. But you go into your equipment and say you go into Title Titan, and you just find a piece of gear that you think would benefit you quite a bit, and you focus just that piece of gear. For me, I think I have Kraken's Anchor. I'm not positive. If not, and I do have the pieces for it, I'm probably going to start Storm Tacet soon. Because it's not an emergency for me to get this in at max level. It's got decent stats: army defense 20%, army max HP 10%, which is really good. But you go into each set, pick a piece of gear that looks good to you, and just craft it, and try to get a piece in every slot, and try to focus on one piece per set. And that way you can level it up the most efficiently without wasting your monster parts on a piece of gear you're not going to use, like I have with items such as the Sabertooth items. I wasted some set. This one's going to be better for me for the army defense, but I'm not. I can't. Oh, that's Gargantuan. I'm sorry. This is the one I'm talking about. This is decent. The armor I have on is a little bit better, and so I won't use this. And probably the boots would have been a little bit more beneficial, or focusing on the pauldrons would be a bit more beneficial. But having both keeps me at green, and it keeps me weaker instead of having that extra piece of armor. If that's confusing to anyone, please let me know, and I'll try to explain it better or reiterate what I said when I do my gear guide. But that's talents. You want gear, and next we move on to setting up our army. Right now, most people don't have more than 300,000 troops. Liz, do you have more than 300,000 yet? Liz is the only one with more than 300,000 troops right now. We might have 1 or 2 others. I don't think we do though. So it's a little bit more important for her to make sure she has rank 8 heroes in her lineup to give her that extra boost. Because they give you the 10,000 boost to your army. Now can have 42,000 extra troops plus a little bit extra because it gives you an extra percentage for doing this. And then you want to put everything you have in that you can. And what's least important is definitely siege by far. If you have more than 363,000 troops, or 300,000, depending on how your heroes are, if you have more troops than you can hold, definitely take out siege first. But try to keep the rest of your troops at a relatively even spot for the guild fest, because you don't know who you're going to be up against, you don't know who the weaknesses are going to be, and a lot of people will probably have different things that you might be weak against, causing you to lose more might than you need to. And that's about it. If you have room for your siege, keep the siege in. If not, take it out. Your heroes are a big portion of it. They also give you extra boosts, and these do count in the guild showdown. So you want to make sure you have everything all set up, and then when you're sure you do, just click confirm, and then you're in. We do have 19 members who have not joined yet. I just did. Oh. And Liz is telling me to show you guys how to change your lineup. If you do train more troops and you want to put them in, make sure your talent tree and gear are set up right still. And then you just go into change lineup, reselect what heroes you're using, and just put it back in. And that's all. That's how you add more troops to it. It's just like resetting it. But make sure if you do this that you didn't reset your talent tree or gear back to your economy talent tree or gear, or else you're going to be severely weakened. Having that extra percentages up are worth a lot more than the amount of troops that you could have trained before, since the last time you put stuff in. I think that is about it. We do have 19 members, I believe, that are not in Guild Showdown. I'm pretty sure just about every single one in the guild can participate, is eligible, and I want to see everyone in the Guild Showdown. We're strict on our event participation, and we will be handing out punishments for anyone that has not joined the events. So that's about it. Make sure you join. Make sure everything's up to par. Like I said, if you can't afford your talents and your gear, or afford to switch your talents over, try to do it. But if you can't get it, you can't afford the gems, then it's okay. I still want you guys to join. Thanks for listening, and you guys have a good night. Bye-bye.